Grumble. Grumble, grumble. We've already done all this, you guys. Why do I have to do it again? Alright, and then floor. So once again, we'll try to finish the flooring. And then we'll try to build the fortifications. And maybe I'll do a manual save. One thing that's annoying, in vanilla Dwarf Fortress, like if you go save here, it's save and sort of exit. You can use DF hack to trigger a save, which is kind of handy. I don't remember what the command is. It might just be like quick save or something. Hopefully Quill's whining will convert to winning for a military demanding tribute. That's true. What's happening? A gremlin. Oh, that's fine. Oh, we have a mission report. Demand tribute. What happened? All right, so in the early winter, a tribute agreement proposed by the Bridge of Paddles was rejected by the Cretaceous plagues of Prestigeville. Wait, that's it? We didn't attack them? We just showed up, and then they said no? Really? Also, I didn't realize Nuts with Bolts was empty. Let's go and fill you up. Okay, and yeah, the others, we're still traveling. That was rejected. Do they stick around to fight? Oh, you're fighting that. Okay. Or are they just on their way back? Make request. Oh, that's the request of Black Guilty. That's to try to get our people back from our one tribute. Pay us. No, okay. I mean, it should be pay us. No? Alright, then we slaughter a bunch of you. Maybe we'll go and we'll just openly attack them a few times, and then go and demand tribute. We will see. So yeah, we still have a ton of logs, so that's filling up all our storage over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go here and move to the DF hack window, if I can find it, and say copy stock. And again, there is a shortcut key for this. It's like Control-Alt-P or something crazy like that. I don't know. Anyway, just copies our stock settings from there. Boom. Boom. Still like these everything stockpiles. Like that. Although it doesn't reserve bins or barrels for some reason. Oh no, there's okay. Good. And here we'll have a couple of wheelbarrows for each one of these as well. Maybe one for this one. There we go. Okay. So that's more storage. We'll have to build our little doors and stuff too and smooth some of this out. Yeah, I guess we'll do that now. Oh, I get so salty when I have to redo something. The worst thing, and this happens to like everyone who's ever done like YouTube videos. You like record a whole episode, it's gone well, you like your commentary, everything's groovy, awesome things happen in the episode, and you look over and you realize the recording never started or your mic was muted or something. And so you got to throw that whole thing out and you got to replay like this section. And it's like, not only do you have to have like the same cool gameplay happen again, but then you're like, oh man, I have to like put in the same sort of excitement and inflection and not sound frustrated. And I have to sound, I don't know, surprised when the same thing happens again. It's like, ah, it's the worst. I've done that too many times. Yeah, Katie, yeah, like, it's so easy to have happen. And so, like, with experience, you get better and better at, like, checking some things. Like, I start my OBS, I confirm the countdown is starting, I've got the audio meter for the microphone, it's going. Although sometimes you'll go and you're like, oh, the game audio was way too loud, you can't hear me. So again, you have to throw it out and, like, recheck the balances. Are there any good guides to Dwarf Fortress? There's quite a few, actually, great YouTube channels for it. I did some a long time ago. We probably have to do it again for some of the more modern changes, although it still sort of applies. Imagine dwarves would make a table out of beer kegs, with boards across the top with holes for straws for the boards to get at the kegs. Fen, that's pretty interesting, although then that means they couldn't drink out of their mugs, and, you know, that'd be pretty depressing. Joy of doing post-commentary when you find out your mic was muted. Yeah. And that, I've tried doing that before, and that really doesn't work. I tend to just re-record the episode so I can do it live. Usually what it means is like, I'm done recording that game for today. It's like, nope, I gotta walk away. I'll do it again tomorrow. I'll record something else instead. Don't drink out of a mug, their currency. Well, there is that. Oh, I guess we probably want to put in the wooden bin job again over here. May as well make do with some of the wood we've got. All right, had my Belgian fries and meat. I'm good. Oh, does sound good. I'm doing what I normally do. I'm not really a breakfast person. So Saturday's always hard because like I'm streaming and I haven't eaten anything except for like a big pot of coffee. So I've got a bunch of coffee swirling around, no food. By the end of the stream, people are always talking about food. I'm like, oh, I get so hungry. So lots of people active, lots of storing items in bins, especially now that we've got extra storage. This is going to help clear some things up. So things are getting active kind of right away. We could hide those rocks again. We may in a bit. Long strider becomes a fisher worker. Okay, so I think now... Okay, all of our missions are back. If we check our squads, no one is listed as traveling. All our squads are fully equipped. Okay, so we gave them a chance. We gave these goblins a chance to just, you know, just offer tribute and be fine. And they said no, which I think was very rude of them. So we are going to send everyone out. Now, before I send everyone out and we get, like, some sort of horrible crash again, let's go ahead and we'll quick save. Boom. Okay. So we don't have to repeat quite as many things anymore. La 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 la. Da 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 da. Eat the rude. Wait. Squill attacked the Goblin Fortress. Well, we walked out there, demanded tribute, and they said no. And for some reason, like, my dwarves didn't attack after that. I mean, maybe attacking the fortress of 10,000 goblins is too much. We'll see. We're ending this fort in a suicide run of Goblin City. I mean, it shouldn't be. It'll be fine, right? It's like the Civ AI after a bad deal was rejected, your wealth booming mine one way or another. No, the game isn't crashing, it's saving. Saving takes a while. Now the game will crash and last save is corrupted. It could happen. One of the things you can do is have, like, automatic backups for saves, which I don't have enabled. You know, backup saves. Because why would you do that? Okay. So, let's go and kick some goblin butt. This H. City of 10,000. All right, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe we just keep taking over little sites. So we could raid, assign squads, assign all the squads, details. So yeah, it's just demand. So we'll pillage. Go big or go home. That's right, baby. All right, we're gonna pillage. We're gonna openly attack the city of 10,000 goblins with 40 dwarves. Try to take as much as we can. Hopefully kill a bunch of their military, so when we go back and demand their surrender, they'll do it. City of 10,000 sounds like a bad movie that came out a year or two ago. Blood for the blood god. Now watch the goblins siege us while the entirety of our military is away. We do have Mick. Remember, we have a vampire. We don't know. We don't know he's a vampire. Oh, we got a frame rate up now. And I think things are running a little better because we also turned off the temperature mode, which is good. And, oh, right, and we can do, we can redo the clean command. Help. Clean, I don't remember. Oh, yeah, it's clean all. I guess, like, if we really want to do all, it'd be like snow, mud, and the items. So that cleans up the leaves that are kicking around on the ground. So we'll remove a bunch of contaminants. Doesn't seem to have really done anything for our frame rate. Baggy gave birth to a boy. Oh, wait, that happened last time. So Baggy was still pregnant. How do you show the FPS? If you're running just the vanilla game, you have to edit it in the option file. But if you're running Lazy New Pack, you go to advanced here. FPS counter. I also turn off the built-in sounds because I just use the sound sense, which is kind of nice. This is also where you can set the autosave policy and different things like that. All right, let's go. 40 dwarves versus 10,000 goblins. Who would win? Should be interesting. Just send out the vampire. Let him infect all the goblins. Then he'd be left with a city of 10,000 vampire goblins. Change your graphic house to 25. The game will run a bit better. I mean, I guess, but I don't know. Might work. Nope. People can't stroll over the south wall. Don't worry about it. We've got another wall over here. Is a good and important and valid concern. And I'm happy people are keeping that check. Now, we still haven't finished this construction. We've got the stupid...
I can't do it.
Yeah, you keep smoothing. Is it because dwarves keep trying to walk through this area? So it keeps, like, canceling every time a dwarf tries to walk through? I feel that might be the case. Or, oh, right, we never got around. There's probably still this, like, boulder. We'll try to smooth that stone again. Maybe that was it. New plan. Do as I said earlier, but start a garlic garden around the fortress. There you go. Convert everyone to a vampire and then do that. I'm getting annoyed enough that I kind of just want to do like that. It's like, why can't we finish this wall segment? It's got to happen. Let's go. Chop, chop. Heard you like walls, so I put walls in your walls. Can't stroll over the south wall, but the east wall still has a nice big hole in it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. But yeah, it keeps getting canceled. I think it's that stone. I don't know. So we'll just get the wall to work one way or another.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it's just something about that spot was screwing up. There we go. Granite blocks, pile of vomit. Oh, these granite blocks are being tasked for something, so there may just be some confusion. All right, there we go. So anyway, that's now sealed in. No worries. Maybe cancel the wall completely and smooth. Could have been something like that. So, military squads are all away, right? Yeah, pillaging. All right. Build, construct. Let's get the fortifications going. We'll try to do that again. Boom. And yeah, I need you to be out of granite blocks. Just when the army gets back, whatever's left of it, if any of it, you know, we'll be defended. If we do get attacked, we can go ahead and, you know, seal up the base and wait for a little while. So that's something. Trump is more like a dwarf mayor that subs walls, demands walls, and forbids the export of walls. Speaking of, oh! Ancient wisdom, why do you not have a room? Why did your rooms get unassigned? Were you part of a military expedition that went out? No. How come the room got unassigned to Ancient Wisdom? New mayor? Maybe he got reelected? But he wouldn't lose the room, though. Like, the room's not being assigned to a mayor. It's being assigned to Ancient Wisdom directly. And Ancient Wisdom was already mayor. Wasn't he? Yes, he was. I think so. Yeah, siege weapons and tunnel. That is something else we were planning on working, which I haven't really done much before. Because what I think you can do... Like, a siege weapon is what, like a 3x3 or something like that? And can fire through arrow slits? So, like, if what we do here, if we just carve fortifications in here, I think we have to smooth the walls first, right? Hell, we'll smooth all this, make it look pretty. Goblin throw on 3 hats and pretend to be him. 10,000. See what happens. Is there a trebuchet? I wish. Basically, I think it's just ballistas. Or I think is the only thing we can do. I think. We don't have a siege workshop either. I don't know, they can't dig out that space yet, but we'll work it out. You can build catapults? Oh, okay. The inferior siege weapon. But I guess we don't have to throw anything 300 meters. There are some traps, just barely. There's like 3 cage traps over here, and that's it. Traps make it, like, traps are really effective defense, so I try not to overuse them, because they're too good. Yeah, the animals might be eating a lot of the FPS too. We could potentially slaughter a little bit more aggressively here. I've got auto slaughter on when the limits get a little high, but the catapults use actual real cats. Oh. You need to build 9,997 more traps. Yeah, 1 trap for every goblin. Check the mission. I mean, you're still going. They're currently there. They're at Prestige Vial right now. We just don't know how it's going. I'm sure everything's gonna be fine. It's probably not a bad idea. If we take a look at our animals here, we also have, like, we might have an excess of turkey. Oh no, we do have the auto slaughter on for that, so that'll keep it going. We got random dingoes in here. Dingoes will just eat our babies, so. We've got some tamed ones. Who needs reindeers and peacocks? Tame fox squirrel. Lovebird. Oh, I can't butcher you? Okay, I don't know. Missing guard dog at the entrance. Yeah, it looks like that is true. Sometimes things happen, so yeah. We do, in fact, are missing... I mean, any animal really is fine. Doesn't have to be a dog. You don't want something that needs to graze, though. Here, we'll use a goose. Guard goose. Totally works. Guard turkey. Yeah, that could work. It really doesn't matter. It's just as long as something moves adjacent, it's going to be okay. All right, smooth all that. It'll look nice and sexy. Geese are fierce. Well, yeah. I mean, most Canadians can tell you horror stories about encountering some very aggressive geese. That's like the true Canadian military. If anyone tries to invade us, we just unleash the Canada Goose on them. And they get their ass kicked. Geese are demon birds. Peacocks are friends, not food. I'm sorry, one colorful bird. I'm sorry. So we should build a siege workshop. What's annoying about it, it is like a 5x5 space instead of 3x3, so it doesn't fit into the normal structure. I'm tempted to just put it inside of the stockpile area somewhere. Call that good enough. Siege workshop. Like, just plop it down here. You know? I don't know. Where do we want to put it? Could knock down some walls over here or something. I think I'll just put it here. We'll just do this for the siege workshop. I don't know, but then our pattern is all screwed. By the hospital close to the stairs. You know what? I like that. I think I'll actually, yeah, I will literally put it here. Right. Doesn't have to be lined up there the same way. Still leave some double walls. There you go. and do this, because the idea is this hallway could, you know, continue down this way. Here, I'll do it a little bit more like that. That's going to be okay. What happens to dwarf corpses after a dwarf dies? Well, we have coffins. And if we can't recover the body, we can engrave a memorial slab as well. Which is important, because if you don't properly, you know, entomb your dwarves or whatever, then they come back and haunt you. Literally dwarf ghosts. I didn't realize we were missing some smoothing over here. Is door to sell put on forbidden? No. It is definitely not set to forbid. I'm assuming if he wasn't berserk, then he'd probably just let himself out at this point. But he's berserk, so I don't know. He's just going to be chained up for forever. He's got food. Like, that's the thing. Affluent Alpaca might just live forever in there, because we keep putting food in his cell. He's just going to be permanently berserk. I don't know. I did make a second wood burner on this save, although in this save I did not go and give it the make charcoal job. So now we got that going on now. Alright, finish smoothing all that. Everyone's so busy. We have so much crap going on in here. How do we have so many people in our fortress? It's nuts. Everyone's still traveling. We don't know anyone dead. Because we have 170 or whatever. It's just because of all our... I guess at 167. Oh, right, because we invaded the other site. So yeah, 10 dwarves went to take one site, and then 40 are off killing some goblins here. We'll see. Remember, he deserves it for collapsing the mayor's cheek into a pulp. And that's true. He's bad. He's berserk, so he doesn't eat or drink, so eventually he'll just starve to death or stop being berserk. Alright. We will see. So we have people hauling blocks. You can see them coming up to the surface, getting our fortifications ready to go. Although I think these diagonal pieces won't ever get completed, I just realized. Which is fine. People can't walk through them, so it's not actually the end of the world. There's not a bunch of doors here. It's something with a tile set. When we've set up these smoothing jobs, the pending smoothing jobs show up as these door graphics. It's just the quirk of how these tile sets end up working or whatever. So I won't dig out the actual place we'll put the siege weapons yet. Dig this out. Berserk is an insanity variant. When a dwarf becomes insane, they can't recover. Okay, see, and I know there's a bunch of those. I know there's like a depressed state. So Berserk is not throwing a tantrum. Berserk is permanent. So he'll just die eventually, I guess. Rip him.